What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Oh,
Oh,
what the? Oh, I know what happened. Twitter or X will not allow me to go live anymore. So
Twitter X
technically,
won't?
on the Twitter X, whatever the hell they call it now. So that just a little kink in the thing. But anyway, it's an 8:03 already. Very funny, Dot. Very funny. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pit Life Barbecue Podcast. Coming to you live from the Uncle Steve Shake Studios in Center Instead, New Hampshire. Thank you all for tuning in. It's 8 o'clock Monday night. You know what that means? You can't start the barbecue week unless you start on Monday. So here we go. Today's episode brought to you by Uncle Steve Shake. Oh man, Uncle Steve. 16 amazing flavors, including this with no name. We have the original, the sweet and spicier Gator Shake petition line, the new magic ribs. Don't sleep that. Also, now Dutch is getting an echo. This damn
Yeah, I'm getting it again.
microphone getting it in. All right, fuck it. Dan, can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, you sound so much better.
Oh, damn microphone bullshit. Where was I? Oh, yes. Uncle Steve, incredible customer service. You call, he answers. Send an email, he responds. He'll actually call you if he has a question about your order. Or if you have a question and he can help you and walk you through what you guys are looking for your flavor profile. One of the nicest guys out there. Can't say enough about him. Check him out at UncleSteveShake.com and also on Facebook. Use the group Uncle Steve Shake Nation for all the latest and greatest in everything shake. Uncle Steve Shake, shake some on everything. Tonight also brought to you by Joe's Meat Market, the diamond of Royce City, Texas. What can I say, guys? Gabriel and his crew do a tremendous job. Whatever cuts you're looking for, Gabriel can do. Whether he has it in stock or he can get it a special order for you for when you need it. Need a specific cut, he's got you covered on that too. Freshest meats, freshest produce brought in every day. Sauces, rubs, seasonings, smoking wood products are carried now. So he's got your competition or your backyard covered. Has that old town, small town feel, that just bit of comfort. And while you're there, sit down, relax a little bit, grab a bite to eat. Gabriel's mom is behind the counter preparing tacos, fresh menudo, a couple other items that are just, it's homemade, it's made with love, it's made with care. Sit down, grab a bite, talk to the boys, just relax from the everyday grind. Right there in Royce City, Texas. Check them out. Check Gabriel and the crew. All the boys will be usually there, popping in every day. But if you're in the Royce City area, definitely stop by Joe's Meat Market. Tell them Johnny Mag sent you. And remember, Joe's Meat Market for the win. let's see here. I gotta go up. We gotta have a jump. We got Daddy Dutch first in. Bat, what's happening? Chris Wazinski, what's up, brother? Tim Rogers, up to BBQ. It was nice to see your name on that list for the Jack, my friend. Congratulations again. Brother Steven, what's up? Randy, Big Salinas Barbecue in the house. What's up, my brother? Tom's Food Factory, what's going on? Uncle Steve, what's happening? Junior Salinas from Big Salinas Barbecue, what's going on? Ken McGinnis, what is up, brother? And O'Leary, what's going on? Thank you all for tuning in. We're excited to have this gentleman back with us. He was on, year ago anyway.
I think it was a little longer than that.
Oh, it did definitely. We're emphasis on the anyway part. But we crossed paths down in at the CBA in Rhode Island this past 4th of July weekend, and we're gonna work. So we got talking, catching up, and we got some catching up to do, and maybe even get in a little secret of a new product coming that I am finding fantastic. Because we all in the barbecue game know space is value. And this product, if Dan can talk about it yet, we'll get there. But let's just say this saves a good amount of space. We'll just leave it at that for now. Carlos Calzada, Smoking Los, what's up, brother? Mad Max calling you out, my man. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, from Big Dog Sauce Company, Mr. Dan Lloyd. Dan, what's up, brother?
Johnny, thank you for having me. This is great to be back. A little different environment this time, but and I'm on time this time. If you remember right, I got stuck by the New Hampshire traffic, and 30 minutes late to my own meeting, So yeah,
it's all right. It's all right.
Well, it's good to be back.
Good to have you back, my friend.
Anywhere.
And hey, representing. You know what I'm saying?
Looking good on you. Looking good.
Thank you. So Dan, just for any on your down on who you are, how you got started in. I know you started out in Colorado, then moved to New Hampshire.
Johnny, I don't know if it's you that's lagging or you're frozen, but you're frozen. Anybody else see him frozen? Is Johnny frozen? Because he's frozen to me. Okay, so it's not. Can you guys still hear me okay? I'm not sure if you can or not. So, Johnny, you are having some definitely technical difficulties there, folks. But, all right, well, you can hear me, so I'm going to take over. I think I know where Johnny was going with this. But, well, folks, my name's Dan. I'm actually the owner of Big Dog Sauce Company, and we just lost Johnny, but I assume he will be back. Anyhow, we are based in Hillsborough, New Hampshire, and Johnny was right. We came from Denver, and we moved out here about 8 years ago. And prior to this, moving out here, I used to do barbecue sauce, and we used to do all different types of sauces. Wow, welcome back, Johnny. Well,
Hey,
maybe
thanks
not.
for having me, Dan.
I'm glad you could join the party. But I think I knew where you were going with the question, so I was just talking while you were gone. Um,
All right.
but I used to make sauces. We used to do a lot of charity events, and my sauce, I was always making it and giving it out and making it for free and donating it to charity and just doing whatever we could do. Well, fast forward 2022, we decided to venture into this sauce game, and I thought I would just make one sauce and sell it at a farmer's market and have a little bit of fun with it. And well, fast forward now, we are on our ninth sauce, and we are growing like weeds. We're just going like crazy. So it's been a great journey. I've enjoyed every bit of it, and that's kind of Johnny, how we got into this thing. And the train is in this case has left the station, and it ain't coming back because I can't stop it no matter what I do. So,
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we had you said 9. Um, here we go. Here we go. We have, let's see if I got them here.
you want me to roll them off for you?
Yeah, we have. I got them. I got them. We got the maple sauce, the mango habanero, the blackberry. Now, is that still limited edition or is that?
It is. It's a seasonal sauce, and we run that usually in the summer. But unfortunately, blackberries were extremely expensive this year for whatever reason, and thought the crops were good, but the blackberries were very, very expensive. So unfortunately, the blackberry sauce didn't come out as planned this year because I certainly didn't want to pass that expense on to anybody because I'm all about trying to keep it as low as possible. So we didn't pass that expense on to anybody because we chose not to run it this year, but it'll be back next year.
Very good, very good. Then we have the award-winning black cherry bourbon, which is fantastic. The cranberry spice, also seasonal, usually the fall after
October
the
1st,
October 1st after the cranberry harvest. Yeah. The green chili verde.
which is now called the Garden Harvest Verde, so we don't have it confused with our other one.
Yeah, and that reads the Colorado green chili sauce. Very interesting. So what else am I missing there? Because that was, I believe,
Uh,
7.
that is all of them. See, mango, maple, dark cherry. I think that's about all of them. Yeah, mango, maple, blackberry, dark cherry bourbon, cranberry spice, verde, Colorado green chili, and
Yeah.
then our 8. Excuse me, I was at so we're at 8, and then of course we got our super duper new one coming out that I think Mr. Carlos decided to spoil for everybody, but that's okay. That's all right.
Did he spoil it?
He did. Mr. Carlos has spoiled it for everybody, but that's okay. It's all right.
Where did he? Oh, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, he did.
That's fine.
So
Well,
that's okay. We can talk about it a bit.
we got that in a bit. And you also got the couple seasonings of your prime cut seasoning and your smokehouse seasoning.
Yep.
Both fantastic. Both fantastic. The one thing I don't know if you mentioned while I was running through my issues, um, all your products are all natural.
Correct.
So no bull.
No junk.
You
No nothing.
all natural ingredients, no frills, no fillers,
All
you
gluten
know,
free.
all gluten free. So, it's extremely user friendly.
Yeah. So
You
one of
know,
the
'cause-
things, Johnny, we wanted to do was both my wife and I are diabetic. So one of the reasons we went this route was because I wanted a healthy alternative to our sauces. And there's a lot of sauces that are out there that are not necessarily the best for people.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to name any names, but the ones that are 350 a bottle, 250 a bottle, you know where we're going with this. And
Mhm.
um, some of them, they're just not the best for people. So we chose to go the healthy route. And I've had requests to go sugar free. I'm not going to go sugar free because I'm not going to use the chemicals that go along with sugar free for the sweetener.
Yeah.
So you won't never see a sugar free from us, but you will see a low sugar content. And we use all natural sugars. So it's either maple, brown sugar, or honey on our sugars, or the fruit of the berry.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Um, what were some of the challenges in working your flavors from the idea of, from the conception of the idea of the flavor sauce to the, to the on the shelf product, to hit all those marks and, you know, keep it within that very reasonable price point for the consumer.
Right.
The average bottle is 11.99, which that's a great price. It's not overly bought. You'd expect something like that it has somewhat all those extra steps to go through to hit that, that healthy side of it, but yet still keep the integrity of the flavor. You'd expect, a higher price point when you're still, right there in that competitive, if not better than competitive price range.
Well, I think that, the biggest challenge for us when we first started was shelf stability. Finding the right combinations of sauces. One of the things that I wasn't used to when we used to make it in Denver. We used to just make it. We never bottled it. We bottled it, but we never sold it
Mhm.
commercially, do anything. So one of the biggest challenges was I had to deal with acidic level. So the people that don't know it, when you go to bottle something, you have to send it off to have an approval. So when you send something off for an approval, in this case, we send ours off to the University of Maine, and they have a really, really nice test facility up there. Um, but we're now dealing with pH balances. We're talking about, water, botulism. So one of the biggest factors was changing up some of the stuff that I was used to and adding some vinegar, adding a little more mustard, or adding something that created that acid in our sauces so we don't create a botulism in our
Mhm.
bottles. So I think that was the biggest challenge because a lot of the stuff that's out there now has that stuff built in, or you throw a chemical in and it creates a pH level. And in this case, I'm dealing with raw ingredients, and we have to add that without ruining the flavor. And so it was really a balance. A lot of trial and error, a lot of sending it up there. Nope, it's coming back. And so, we had to really play with it. We've gotten much better now, learning what we can do and um, what we can change or add the first time around. So I think that was the biggest hurdle that we had, and still maintaining that flavor profile that we wanted. So yeah, I think that was the biggest one we had, Johnny.
Yeah, because it's that's the big thing because you hear it all with things. Oh, this one's this is gluten free. Oh, it tastes like cardboard, and but like you said, yours is gluten free. It's very healthy on different works with different diets folks are on, but yet the flavor is there. You didn't skimp on the flavor. You just worked extra to keep the flavor with working with everything you didn't want in there, which
Yeah.
was amazing. Now, how long is that process from
Well,
conception to on the
yeah.
shelf?
So the way from the point in where we find the product that we like. So I'm not going to factor in all the weeks and months of trial and error and so forth. So let's say we get to a sauce that we like and we think we have the profile that we want. From that point through bottling, ready to go to the masses, you're sitting at about 120 days. So
Okay.
it takes, when we send it off to the University of Maine, that's a big chunk. Their process takes 4 to 6 weeks for us to get an answer back from them. Once we get an answer back from them, of course, then we got to go to our co-packer and we got to set up a test batch, because even though we got it right through Maine, I still got to get it right through them. So we're going to set up a test batch, and sometimes that, once or twice, but hopefully the first time through. But that's usually 2 weeks out. And then, of course, and that's if everything goes well, right? We can get in right away, usually 2 weeks, and then anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks after that. So it's about 120 days from the time we submit the sauce to getting it out to the masses. So you're looking at what, 4 months? 4 months,
Yeah.
So you got a plan. So hypothetically, if I'm looking for something for the spring of next year, I got to start looking at doing something September of this year or
Yeah.
October, because by the time I figure out the profile, figure out what I want, and we plan it out, you can plan 6 months before, easily before it launches.
Oh, for sure. Oh, that's awesome. Jeff, what's happening? Judge Webb. Let me go back here because I think I saw. There's my brother Chef Johnny. What's happening? Joe's Meat Market. Gabriel, what's going on? Big Rome, what's happening? So
And yes,
you
chef.
said it earlier that even if you try to screw it up, you can't. It keeps going and going, which is great news, which is fantastic. Obviously, from where you were before when you first on to now, you've expanded the availability of the sauces. You got into a bunch more retailers. So how many are you on there at this point? At least in this area for now.
Well, in New England, 67. So 67 locations. And I looked back to when you and I first got on board and we were first talking, we were in 21. And
Yeah.
so 65 locations, and we now go out as far as Buffalo.
Okay.
So we're out in Buffalo, one in Connecticut. We got, several in Mass, several in Vermont. Of course, New Hampshire's the big bulk of it right now.
Mhm.
But we've now opened up our distribution for nationwide distribution. So we're now available anywhere in the U.S., 50 states.
Nice. And I know you are in my friend Big Rich's House of Hot Sauce
Yep.
in
Yep.
Beverly and Chester, Mass. That's good. Rich is a great guy.
Oh,
We
yeah.
cross
He's a good guy.
paths almost a couple times a week when he's bouncing back from the Winchester store. He'll do a quick cut through, see if he can find me. But yeah, great. Um, Like
And
you
yes,
say.
Chef Johnny said in here, he says, isn't green verde green chili? Yes, it is a green chili. And it is green, pea green. It's a green. See?
Yeah, there it
About the
is.
color of the shirt.
That's green for sure. Lewis, what's happening? All right, Dan, let's do it. Seeing Carlos already dropped the pill, dropped the thing. We got a new product coming out, and it is awesome. It is flavor packed. I enjoyed it. It did not last long. I will say that.
That's what everyone tells me.
It was, yeah, you know, it's your product. You announce it, then I'll give my little flavor profile idea on it.
So, starting July 23rd, we will be out of production. We are launching Big Dog's Primetime Sauce. It's goes in conjunction with our Primetime seasoning. It's it is a made as a steak sauce. I didn't put the word steak on it because, as Johnny will attest to it, it can go on anything. And Carlos can vouch for it. He tried it when he was up there listening, and he tried it, and I knew I was onto something when the good old Texas boys that were in Rhode Island all came to me and said, when this goes live, you need to let me know because this is going to be good. So I think I was onto something, and we are really, really proud of it. It's we're going to have pre-orders up on our website, and Trump Master, you asked me where to buy this. I will let you know. It's at bigdogsauce.com. And I can't type in the chat, or I would. Maybe Johnny, if you want to drop it in there for him.
I'm on it right now.
But it's phenomenal. So we run the test batch on Friday, and pre-orders will open up more than likely on Wednesday this week. And as soon as it comes out, if you pre-order it, we will have it shipped right out to you, coming right off the assembly line that day. So you'll have it within probably 48 hours, 72 hours of it coming out, depending on where you live. So it's definitely, in my opinion, puts A1 to shame. If people like A1, this is far, far better than any A1 sauce you're going to have. It's got a kind of a sweet profile with a zing to it. It's like liquid gold. It really is. That's my only way to describe it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way. Fuck it, I don't have to. Everybody has had A1. You
Yep.
know the flavor of A1. It's that zing to it. This sauce has a zing, but it's toned down. It still incorporates that barbecue sauce flavor also. So it's a great mix of the both of them. So you can use it as a steak sauce. Hell, you can use it as a marinade. You can use it as a barbecue sauce. Right on whatever you do. It is very multi-purpose based. You got all the boxes checked, and like I said, it is packed with flavor. You were nice enough to give me a bottle when we were down in Rhode Island. Like I said, it might have lasted to that next weekend. It was fantastic. So I'm sorry when I was doing getting the links in there. What's the release date on it?
We're launching. It'll be the 23rd.
23rd.
Friday, August 23rd. We'll have it out, have it available. It won't be in the retailers yet because we still got to get it out to them.
Yeah.
But if you pre-order it, you will have it before anybody else. So it's definitely worth the money. It's good.
Yeah.
So it'll be in a 13-ounce bottle. Yeah, we're pleased.
Yeah, I was, like I said, I was thrilled right when we had the first taster there, and then once I got home and really played with it, it stands up for sure, for sure. I can't wait. Oh, it is definitely up there in the top list of your product lines. Like I said,
Absolutely.
I love them all, but that one is definitely there. You did you hit in the shadow of the Olympics right now. You won gold on this one.
I appreciate that.
So
And it's funny because we may have actually lost some sales when we're out at events because we're sampling it and people are like, "Oh no, I want that." I'm like, "I can't get it to you yet." All right, we'll wait to pre-order it. So it's right up there. We're excited about it.
for sure, absolutely, absolutely. So that'll be exciting. Yeah, guys, get your pre-orders in. Um, and so if you're in the area where it carries the big dog line, keep that in mind. Give it a week or so till it'll probably get on the shelves there.
And if you guys, anybody out there knows anybody that you think would be a great place to, carry our products, I always say to them, when you just, you send us an email, you get me a name, we'll do the legwork. We'll get samples out to them, we'll talk to them. If it's something you guys want to carry, all our stuff is carried in, we got 1-gallon jugs of all our sauce. And so it'll be, it's going to be fun.
Good. What was next? Oh God, it just slipped my mind.
Our other big news up in Hillsborough here. So we got.
No, no, I remember now. You were running a contest of sorts to name stakes.
I hope you're breaking up, Johnny. Yeah,
Damn
almost.
It.
All right, you're good.
Okay. You were running a contest for like to name the product. Was that for this? And do we have a winner?
We do. Lisa Burton-Eddy here in New Hampshire. She's the winner of the sauce. She came up with the name Primetime, and I thought it was very fitting. So we do, and one of the things that we like to do, Johnny, is when we run stuff, we like to run and keep our community involved. So when we decide we want to run a new sauce, I like to get the community. So what we do is we throw out, okay, folks, we're going to run a springtime sauce. What do you guys want to see? What does my community want to see? And we start getting suggestions from the community, and we write the run contests. And that's how, the dark cherry bourbon came around. This is how this primetime came around. So it's, when we do these things, it's a lot, and the cranberry spice, same way. So we like to get our community involved, whether it's naming or coming up with the name. And I think it's important. So this is our focus group, and this is the people that like our stuff. So
yeah, for sure. That's awesome. And yeah, the page is growing, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we had 1,200 people today.
Yeah. That's so, that's no slouch right there. That's great. That's great. Hey, Greg Pino, what's up, brother? But folks, the one thing I want, and I'm pretty sure, Dan, are we able to talk about this yet?
Are we
That
talking
little,
about?
the little packaging.
Oh, yes, we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Okay. So, folks, as I alluded to earlier, we all know, just here, this takes up space. This takes up space. I got way too much shit on my desk, to be honest with you. But we all, so to have something condensed, easy to travel with, you know, I think Dan has hit it out of the park with this idea. I absolutely loved it. If I'm not mistaken, Dan, my jaw dropped when you said what the process you were working
Yeah.
on this, because I have never seen it done. It could be, I'm not going to say 100%, but this is the first time I've heard this being done. So, Dan, take it away. I
All
love
right.
this.
So we are we came up with this wonderful idea. So um, one of the things that I kept hearing while we were at shows, at whatever it may be, they would say, "Oh, I love your sauce, but I'm sorry, we're flying back to Kansas or we're flying back to California. Can't take it with me." It's like, well, I'll order and I'll ship it to you. Okay, well, and of course, the people say that sounds great. You don't hear the order, you don't see it from them. But what we decided to do was, drum roll here, we are actually going to freeze dry our sauce. So this little packet here is 5 ounces of dark cherry bourbon. So this is the larger size. We also are going to have a smaller travel container, which has got 2 ounces of sauce. So what will happen is all they have to do on the small, so let's say the smaller ones. We tried this, we sold out of it. It sold completely off the shelves. It was a big hit. On the smaller packages, you rip it open, you add 2 tablespoons of water, you shake, you stir, and you got the exact same product that you would have in our bottles as you would have in that packet. So now, if you're outdoor, you're fishing, you're hiking, you're camping, whatever it may be, you're going to go on a plane, you can now take your sauce with you to go. Heck, if you're in the office and you work in the office and you want to take some sauce with you, and you can just take a bunch of packets, put them in your desk, you can just rip it open, and you can actually add some water to it, and you can pour it right over your hamburger or whatever it is you're warming up. You now have sauce and you're not carrying a bottle with you. And so, kind of hopping on this freeze dried bandwagon that has been going around the country right now, we had some interest from REI. They approached us and we had some interest. So we were supposed to do it this year. We started it. We had some technical difficulties with our producer that was helping us produce the sauce, or the powder in this case.
Mhm.
So I guess I can segue Johnny into this next section. Is we are actually opening up a brick and mortar building in Hillsboro, and in there is going to be our production facility where we will be producing all of our freeze dried sauces. So the goal is to have all the sauces available in freeze dried format, whether they're in the 2 ounce packets or they're going to be in the large. We haven't quite made that decision yet, but I think
Mhm.
the smaller ones are going to be more convenient because this is a 5 ounce, and not often you use a 5 ounce bottle. when you're eating. So we're probably going to stick with the small ones for right now, but
Mhm.
that's what we will be doing. So our brick and mortar facility opens up in, knock on wood, November.
Okay.
So in November, it'll open. So my goal is Q1 of 2025. We will start having freeze dried sauces for the summer of 2025 in spring, or you can use them any year round. But
Oh, yeah.
um, yep. So that's the other big news.
Oh, that is awesome, Dan. I'm so happy for you and Phyllis. I really am. You clearly put, you guys put your heart and soul out in it, and showing up at the events, and talking to however many people um you talk to on a regular basis, and you always keeping it rolling, so to hear that, shit, stay there. I moved the Wi-Fi thing closer to the computer. um to hear that you go in brick and mortar, um that's tremendous. Congratulations, well
Thank you.
deserved. I'm thrilled for you guys. So obviously opening the brick and mortar, like you said, gonna have the facility in the back. What goes on? I guess obviously there's the board of health and everything, but with the freeze dry process, does that put any um curveballs in the hole as far as Hillsborough, town of Hillsborough goes?
Yeah. Well, first of all, Daddy Dutch barbecue, brick and mortar. So brick and mortar meaning it's a freestanding building. I don't know if that was a question or if you were joking,
No,
but
he's making fun of my accent.
Mata. Okay.
Not
There are some challenges. I mean, one, I got to get equipment. I mean, that's a big one.
yeah,
And the good thing is, I've kind of been through this now. We spent some time. I have an idea. It's going to be some trial and error, and there's going to be some. How long do we do it? How long do we freeze it for? Um, and then, of course, the good thing is none of the product is changing. So the product is still the same. I'm just taking the water out of it,
hmm
and then we're re-adding the water back into it. So the good thing is I've reached out to the state of New Hampshire, and there is no real guidelines for this. There really isn't anything that we need, whole lot of hoops that we need to jump through, which is good
yep,
because the product's already been approved. It's approved for bottling. It's approved for
yeah,
so no botulism is going to form. It's fair. It's freeze dried. It's airtight, and it's good for 25 years, which is mind blowing. I may be dead. I may be dead and gone before. Well, people are still opening this stuff up 25 years later. So, um, yeah. So there are some challenges. Um, but we're going to overcome them like we always do, and that's why I'm not saying right off the bat it'll be available. So once we get everything in, and of course the logistics of getting equipment and so forth. So, but yeah, when we do, we'll make sure we get back on here and let people know that it's a ready to go.
oh, 100%. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I just love it. I just love the steps you guys are taking. The steps forward in leaps and bounds. It's great. It is. I love it. I love it, Dan.
So do we.
Congratulations, my friend. That is great. Now brick and mortar. Can't wait. Oh, I'm gonna have to road trip. I'm gonna have to road
Yep.
trip for
Yep.
sure. Right up down the street and
We're gonna
check
we're gonna have
everything
our
out.
product in there, and we're trying to be a destination spot for a lot of people in this area, up in this neck of the woods. We're going to have local meats come in from local farms. We're going to have
Ooh,
some local a bakery come in and provide some fresh bread, so people can come in and get their meats and their breads. We're going to have. I'm working with Rich down at Rich's Hot Sauce, and we're going to have some international hot sauces in there because there's nothing up in this area. So we're talking.
by the name of Johnny Hexberg.
We will. Yes, I'm hoping.
I know.
So
I do. I do know Rich has a big smile on his face now
yes.
because all his little dilemma with those pallets sitting there for, I think he said 5 or 6 months
Oh, it was forever.
because
Yeah.
the USDA wouldn't approve it. And the worst part is the USDA building is literally 5 minutes from his Winchester location. It's on the other side of Winchester. Where he goes, which drives me nuts because I can't touch it. Even if I wanted to sneak it, I can't break that seal or else it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And
that's
guys, if you haven't, this Johnny Hexberg stuff is so good. This product for South Africa, I think.
yeah.
It's really a really great product, and again, we'll have it there, and we're working on some other stuff to bring in there, and we got a really nice. Well, I'll have to get something over to you, Johnny, for a layout so you can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a wow factor. You come in that door, it's going to be a wow.
Good, 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 good. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, I can't wait. So you're looking more so beginning of November tentatively or closer to the end?
I'm told, as soon as they get their CO, then we can start moving stuff in. So, I mean, their goal was to have the CO October. Of course, I can't move things in and get things squared away. So, I mean, my guess is probably still going to be mid-November. I would like to be up and running for Black Friday weekend before that. That's my goal. Earlier, the better. But, once we get everything painted and brought in and set up, and we got a wonderful woodworker coming in, and I got old refurbished barn wood coming in, and we're refurbishing this whole thing, and we've got sconces coming in, and it's going to be great.
Good. Good. Oh, I can't wait, my brother. I cannot wait. Oh, this is exciting. This is
Hi, Larry.
yeah, I
Thanks for
wasn't even
joining us.
expecting that. I was all giddy like a schoolgirl over the freeze dried. You just dropped this bomb on me, brother. Oh,
Well, we've had it announced, but we got some great stuff coming in, and been well received by the community. And we did our study. There's nothing around here. There's nothing up here. There's not a barbecue destination. Now, yeah, you can go to Ace Hardware, and you can go to some of the other local stores, but there really isn't a barbecue spot that you can go in, and we're not going to be doing grills. I'm not going to be doing grills. We're going to be accessories and supplies, and maybe grills at some point, but not anywhere in the near future.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Larry Vaughn, what's happening? Wes Phillips, the People's Pitmaster from the Smoke Ring Syndicate. What's up, brother? Oh, man.
Yeah, Wes,
Man,
we are looking forward to it.
Yeah, me now me too. I wasn't expecting this. This is a pleasant surprise.
I had to
Oh,
save something for you.
absolutely, absolutely. Sometimes I don't handle surprises too well, but that was worth every ounce. Oh, that's tremendous, brother. That's tremendous. So, like I said, guys, keep it if you're in the area, you know, keep an eye out. Follow Big Dog Sauce Company on Facebook and the other socials, and for the actual opening date when that word comes through. Um, Guys, get your pre-orders in on the prime time steak sauce. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee it. Carlos guarantees it. I feel safe. I can speak for Carlos on this one for sure, for sure. But yeah, it's awesome. And then, like I said, the freeze dried packs now, tremendous, tremendous. When you told me back at 4th of July weekend, it was, oh my God, because at that point I'd never heard of a barbecue sauce. Obviously you go to the stores, you go to sporting goods stores, they have all the freeze dried meals and all the survival kit stuff, but a barbecue sauce, and especially with what we do in the travel, especially, it's a game changer. It is a game changer, because now you can even easily go somewhere, you would bring the sauce with you and fire up the grill right there, and away you go. Oh, I love it. I love it, Dan.
We had somebody, Johnny, that said the other day they took the mango habanero and they were out. I don't know whether they were fishing or whatever, and they had some chili and they ripped it open and they poured the powder right into the chili, and it was like a seasoning packet, and of course it's just like putting it into water and reconstituted the whole thing,
Yeah.
and so yeah, a lot of opportunity for that.
Oh, yes. Wow. I never even thought that. That's brilliant right there. That's brilliant. Oh man. Oh, I can't wait to see what comes of this, Dan. I can't wait to see what comes. But Dan, I appreciate your time this evening. Where can everybody? What's all the socials you got? Is
uh,
everything under Big Dog Sauce Company?
yeah, so the main website's bigdogsauce.com. That's our main one. And then you got Big Dog Sauce underscore NH. That's our Facebook, but you should be able to Google Big Dog Sauce, and the logo looks like that right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll pop right up there on the screen. You should be able to see it. Our Instagram's linked to that. So Instagram is Big Dog Sauce underscore LLC, but it's a direct link right off of our Facebook page. Yeah, we have a small TikTok page. We're getting there, but Facebook's and social media or Instagram seems to be the thing right now. It's still the way to go, in my opinion.
Yep.
So those are our social media, and then you can always reach out to me from our Facebook page or from our website. There's a chat button. If you hit the chat button, it takes you right to me, and it comes right in a live update, and you talk directly to me, and I answer any questions you got.
Fantastic, brother. Fantastic. Like I said, Dan, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Glad we could get you back on again to talk about this. I've been looking at the schedule since we were talking in Rhode Island. It's like, okay, when's this coming up? I'm like, okay, finally open. Let's go.
Well, I say you do a podcast right from our store.
I think I should do that.
I
I
think you
think I
should.
have the capabilities now to do that.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do a live
absolutely.
podcast right from get you up there a grand opening.
For sure. For sure. Let's get that done, my friend. Let's do that. Oh, that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. But Dan, like I said, thank you, my brother, for the time. continued success. I can't wait to see where everything goes. And, keep the passion going, my friend.
You're on the ride with me, sir.
Thank you, brother. Hang on one second, I'll jump right back in with you. Oh, man, guys, I told you it's news. I wanted, like I said, the freeze dry, but now the brick and mortar, action packed. I love it. I love it. But guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. It is August 12th. So, like I had alluded to last week, the 8th was 6 years. So, thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. This show wouldn't be where it is without each and every one of you tuning in every week, catching the playbacks, catching the audio on the audio platforms. The growth continues, and it is all thanks to our guests, my guests every week, and the listeners and the viewers. Thank you all so much. I can't thank you enough. I love each and every one of you. 6 years. Here's to another 6, hopefully. And thank you all for all the support, all the continued support, and everything that the future brings. So that's it. Thank you. Please catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. Catch the audio on wherever podcast catchers you have. Spotify, iTunes, things of that nature. Any questions or comments, please send them to pitlightbbqpodcast@gmail.com. Like always, subscribe, like, rate, and review. Hit that share button. And until next week, keep the smoke rolling.